We ain't work on my love, it's me as well, it's not only you. Roadblocks setting back the mission, happen to me, it's not only you. Miss me with the pity party invited, got 1,000 other things to do.
We back with our last segment. Let's keep it pushing, Leah.
Alright, so this was a huge invasion of privacy. Jaylen Brown was caught on the camera at the game, allegedly saying, I don't think Bronny is a pro. So do you think Bronny has too much pressure on him, which could be causing issues with his game?
I do.
Yes, and he's not really like that.
He's I don't know if it's that. Well, he's not. I give you that.
He's not like that.
But
he's good though. I'm not gonna
I
slight him.
think they're giving him too much.
4 years.
I think they're giving him the criticism of someone who went number one.
Yeah, and he did not go number one. Like,
yeah, he was a 55th pick in like the. I can't remember what round.
And people try to. What's the word that they was using? Nepotism.
Nepotism.
Nepotism, right? Yo, let's keep it a bean. If I'm in position to get maybe my son, daughter, sister, mother, father in position to get some paper, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it. So LeBron wasn't wrong. Was he ready at that particular moment? No. Is he? But they put him in a D League, so he gonna develop. He not gonna be on a bench come open the season to play. But
he might make a good role player.
Yeah, he averaged 4 points.
Yeah,
averaged 4. But he also had a heart condition. I'm not playing with that. He actually had a heart condition. Boom. But LeBron wasn't wrong for what he did. And if the nigga get a check for just being LeBron James' son, so be it. Like, granted, like, nobody wants to be the guy that's known as Lil LeBron James. No, you want to make a name for yourself, but that shit come in time. Your father put you in position so that you can, in turn, succeed yeah, but he may not be as great as LeBron. Unfortunately, your father is a great man, and he's great at what he do, and unfortunately, people are going to criticize and kick your name in the mud based upon what your daddy did. Yeah. Unfortunately.
See, I think some players didn't have that pressure on them because their dads wasn't like Kobe, for instance. His father was a good player, but he wasn't Kobe. You get what I'm saying? Or Steph Curry. His father was a good player, but he wasn't Steph Curry. You get what I'm saying? So it's like...
It's a reverse effect.
Yeah, so I think players that come into the league without the pressure, they probably have a little more leeway in being able to do what they do. But players that come in with that pressure or that heat, like one of my biggest disappointments in basketball, in my opinion, what's my man? Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown was, yes, say it again, the worst first pick ever. Kwame Brown was such a bust, bro, and I remember watching.
What about Greg Odom?
I'm not mad at Greg. He just suffered a lot of injuries, so we don't know if he would have really.
Greg went to college. Kwame Brown came out of high school.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Came up with Carmelo?
Say it again.
That was the guy that came up with Carmelo.
Yeah.
That story about him.
No, did he come out that year?
No, that was Lenny Cooks. You talking about Lenny
Cook.
Okay.
Okay.
Kwame Brown, ain't that Monica baby father? Or is that another Brown? Or is that that's Shannon Brown. My fault. Sorry, y'all. Nigga, I heard Brown.
What's so related to this story? I want to tap in. All right. Bronny, yes, you got too much pressure on you. I just thought it was so disrespectful how they like zoomed in on Jaylen having this private conversation, and now they trying to like bring Angel Reese into it too. Like, oh, she was part of this conversation talking about LeBron not being a pro. That was a private conversation that the media zoomed in on the real.
So you gotta understand when you in that public light.
Yeah, you.
There's no such thing as private no more. Yeah. Your life is no longer private. If you go outside to go check the mailbox,
think he was wrong for his statement, but it's politics.
It's a matter of opinion. Yeah. That's how you felt. But unfortunately, we live in a realm where social media is prevalent, and you can't express your feelings without it being publicized if you are of that stature. Yeah, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say right now. Don't nobody fucking know me. But let me, when this podcast do what it's supposed to do, like, follow, and subscribe, assholes. When it do what it's supposed to do, yeah, I said assholes.
I'm scrubbing tweets now.
Yeah, when it do them numbers, now my words is gonna hit different.
Yeah.
But right now, I can speak freely, and I'm gonna get the little.
And this might come back to bite you in the ass.
And guess what? I'm okay with it. Cause guess what? I got a slick mouth, and try me.
What's the next one, Lee?
All right, you wrote this on here. I'm about to fire you up on this too, cause all right, Jada Thorpe. You wrote wears a crazy bikini.
That was crazy.
I want you to tell me what's crazy, because I could name 10,000 women on IG right now with this same.
I don't think it's.
Why is it crazy?
Because she's a college athlete.
She a college athlete, and her body is out this world.
I ain't gonna
Did y'all see that shit?
Now, I screenshot a comment on this. It said, funny, she's an amazing scholar and an accomplished student athlete, but no one knew her name until she wore this outfit.
That's how the game go.
Yep.
That's just how the game go. We gotta live in the world that is and not what we want it to be. That's just how the game go. Sex sells. It's always going. It's the oldest thing in the book.
Right.
It's the oldest thing in the book.
Cause guess what she didn't do? Put her GPA up there.
She might have. She could have put in her story, but guess what?
It wouldn't have mattered.
Nobody.
Nobody wouldn't care because sex sells.
Sex sells, yeah. That's the.
Because when I go on my IG,
You look at that moose knuckles.
and them, I like it. You know what I mean? And I'm not liking literally.
Well, shout out to Jada, because that pregnancy was fire. I had to look
No,
it
it
up
was.
when
I
saw
think.
this.
All right, I'm gonna be 100 with you, and no disrespect to anybody from the past that I used to hoop with, or anything.
To my men?
No, women.
Be specific in what you're saying.
Y'all didn't look like that back in the day.
No, they didn't.
None of the women that I played sports with, when you saw the girls' team come in, none of them had any type of sex appeal.
No, they look like a bunch of. Never mind.
I mean, even the women even the women in the league, they didn't have this.
No, that's not what I was about to say,
Sex
but it's
appeal.
cool. They didn't.
They didn't have this sex appeal.
These women are actually sexy and attractive, and I agree with you. In my era, I knew probably like one or two chicks that hooped and ran track that were actually like oh wow, but she was Panamanian.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've never known any. If any of them girls would look like that back in the day, I probably would have had a kid or two. But none of the girls that I hoop with, they never looked this amazing. All the women in the WNBA are fine.
nowadays,
Never seen that in the history of the WNBA until now.
nowadays,
Matter of fact, I think it started with what's her name, Candace Parker.
yeah, Candace Parker, and then what's shorty that played for
Because when I seen her, I was like, oh, they looking like this now.
Maya Moore.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah, I think that's why everybody's, one, she looked good as shit in her bikini, and two, no one has ever really seen women that played the sport of basketball look as good or feminine as they do.
Well, shout out to her. I hope that she continues to do well with her scholars and with her athleticism.
Yeah, I do too. But
Amen.
men ain't gonna care about that. What's next?
All right, it's time for random Reddit.
Okay.
All right, so this one is from the thread, Am I the Asshole? So, am I the asshole for telling my friend I can't attend her birthday event if my emotionally abusive ex will be there? So apparently the story
she
is
good.
Go
that
ahead.
her ex is still friends with her friends, and he was very emotionally abusive to her, and he may be invited to this event.
No, I don't think she's wrong. Because that might be a trigger.
For sure.
And who knows how he's going to react when he see her. We don't know if he done any healing.
Definitely not.
And I'm not trying to find out. If I'm her, I'm not trying to find out.
Especially at a birthday event.
Yeah, that's the worst place to find anything out about a person that you haven't seen in a while that may have done some harm to you, either emotionally or physically. I don't think she's an asshole at all.
Should your friends still be friends with your ex?
It depends on
Should
how
your family
you...
still be friends with your ex?
It depends. Because if y'all
That's a slippery slope.
remember what I said?
Look. Hey, look.
What did I say earlier?
I done been down that road, heavy. Showed up at an event. I'm like, fuck is this bitch doing here? We love her. That's our daughter. And I'm like, the fuck?
No, but listen, that's what I said earlier. Remember I said...
Shout out to my mother.
Right. Remember I said
it's
earlier,
her.
if y'all grew up together, it's a different dynamic.
Right.
I can't. Matter of fact, I'm not going to say your name, but I'm going to tell you a story. I have a friend that went through that exact thing. She's still friends. Her best friend, her like right hand person, is still friends with the ex that cheated on her and had a baby. And at one point, she felt some type of way about their friendship, but of course she got over it because she's like, "This is my best friend." But she definitely told her, "Do not invite me anywhere where he's going to be."
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? Because that emotional damage, that's a different ball game. I think emotional damage is worse than physical damage. Because once you get out of that, you out of it. But that emotional shit, and if you separate it for a minute and come back and you see that person, that shit might trigger all that shit again.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? So I don't think she's the asshole. What's another one on there? Let's get another one.
Another one from Am I the Asshole? And I'm going to get some backstory on it, but I'm going to read the question first. Am I the asshole for not communicating that I wanted to go Dutch before dinner? Now, this is not talking about a date with the significant other. We could talk about that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's talking about a guy, he seems to be well off. He typically pays for, like, when him, his family members, extended family go out to dinner. This particular incident, he didn't really feel like paying for it. And it was almost like expected, like, oh, since you usually pay, you should, it was just assumed that you would be paying.
I don't expect nothing.
Right.
I just told him earlier, we was just having a conversation. What I said to you earlier, I said, bro, when this shit pop, if you get, some opportunity outside of me or this, I would expect you to do it, and you don't owe me nothing. Even though you said you're going to stand 10 toes, but...
That's real nigga shit.
Yeah.
What was my response though?
He said, but we a package. And I said, I completely understand. I said, I ain't going to turn down nothing you give me an
like
opportunity
we come as a
with.
group though.
But at the same time, I don't want you to ever feel like,
I held you back.
yeah, like that's just not.
I don't.
No, I respect it. I'm not saying you wrong.
Yeah, I just don't rock like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And that's respect to you.
That's not how I'm cut.
Right.
But it's been plenty of times that I done been out and I go into a place and my siblings are there. They're like, my brother's here. Get me a drink. And I'd be like, fuck.
That's y'all he talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Yeah. And guess what I do? I get it. I complain later, but I get it right then and there. What y'all want? All right, cool.
You want to hear a funny story? Then this is like a side note from this, but it just reminded me of this. I remember this is like 2014, 2015. And usually, this is when I'm starting to up my little game a little bit, try new restaurants. I'm leaving the Fridays and all that. Meet this girl. I didn't have a bank account at the time, so I used to keep my money in my drawer. And I was always good with just taking a buck out. You know what I'm saying? She like, yo, I want to go out. Cool, we can go out and grab a buck. You feel me? In my mind, I'm still thinking Friday's prices, right?
Not at all.
We go to what we go at? What's the little fancy Chinese place? It was downtown with the horse outside. PF Chang's. We go to PF Chang's.
PF Chang's.
But listen.
Basically Fridays.
Listen. I mean, it was like a little above Fridays. So we go. Yeah, you're not missing it. I get the most basic thing on the menu, right?
Chicken. Niggas.
Right? At the time, I ain't drink. So Shorty gets 2 drinks and a glass of wine.
Okay.
And an appetizer.
She fancy.
You know she wanted dessert.
What?
So, and this is why, after that experience, yeah, somebody said that was a little excessive. But I mean, we knew each other though. Like we went to high school together.
But was this your first date?
Yeah, it was our first date.
That's a lot on a first date. But a first date.
Well, yeah, we had plans. We had plans afterwards. But we the bill come, right? And the shit is $120.
You got a buck.
I got a buck. I got a whole buck.
Baby.
So that's when you gotta be cool. You like,
Look, baby.
Listen, baby, it's all I brought out.
Right.
I did that. Then in those plans we had after, they didn't happen.
She canceled you over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then brought it up later, right? Because I've been accustomed to,
Lord.
and this comes again from expectation. I've been accustomed to if I take a girl out, she'd pay the tip. That's what I'm used to. So not only did she have to put up the 20,
Yeah, to get the tip.
she had to pay the tip.
Okay, girl.
She was mad about that.
You mad because you put up $40?
So from that point on, anytime I went to a date, I always expect to pay $250. I mean, nowadays that's the average date, but back then I would always just take $250. After that situation, $250. Because I never wanted to feel that feeling again.
Yo, if I can't go out with you, and granted, I'm a man, so
I'm not paying for nothing. Period. Nothing.
The tip?
No. It's nothing. First thing, yeah.
Later down in the relationship.
Yeah. In a relationship, we can go 50-50. That you.
I mean, I respect that. I don't think you're wrong in thinking that. I respect that. But at the time, I'm dealing with. I'm 24 at the time, so
Oh, you're not.
So she
Yeah.
the cheapest
Yeah.
reward. It's $100
I mean,
for
she
your
should order
budget.
that 2 drinks and 3 drinks. Like, you doing too much.
3 drinks and wine.
Man, she did a lot. And a wine.
And wine, bro.
She capped that shit off, didn't she?
My first day, I'm gonna keep it very cute. 1 drink, man. He be like, "What you?" Well, if he says like, "What else you drinking?" I'm like,
I ain't even drink.
I'm gonna order 1 drink.
That's the crazy part.
I
I didn't even drink, bro. Put your 2 for
Get you.
2 for 2 for.
I'm not doing that.
But yeah, I don't expect.
The story you should never go in expecting anybody to be.
Yeah, I never-
money with you.
I never expect anything.
Oh,
Both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go
Never
sideways.
leave the house without no money on you.
Yeah.
If I don't like you, I might.
What's another one? Let's get another one.
All right. So this is another one. Am I the asshole for altering my late cousin's wedding dress to
So she
use
died.
my own wedding?
She died?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what late mean.
Yes.
No, she did.
I mean, it's an heirloom at this point.
Yeah,
That's not him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I can't fit Keon Tux, but I wouldn't. Nah, I don't think that's an asshole-ish move. I don't think that's asshole-ish at all. If she gone, she gone. I mean, if anything, that's like I'm honoring you type of thing.
yeah, you're not tall enough to fit my tux.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how that go.
Yeah. I don't see nothing wrong with that one. All right. That's all we have for random Reddit.
All right, guys, we're gonna end the show here. Thank y'all for tapping in.
Yes, sir.
Next week,
subscribe, and follow.
hold on.
Like.
Next week we got
We got Britt.
Britt. We got Britt. Shout out to you, Britt.
Come eat with me.
All right, bitch. Y'all know who she is.
Yeah, all right, bitch.
That's her.
Yeah, y'all know what it is.
So we'll see y'all next week.